up, what up? Will here with the Baseball Bat Bros from the University of Oregon. We're here with the Ducks, continuing on in part 2 of Wood Bat Madness. We got a couple Birch bats here. Let's get it. All right, folks. You saw the Mike Trout Old Hickory pull a big ol' upset over the Tatis 23. 3, 2, 1, Victus. Oh! And it needs a challenger, folks. We're here for part 2 of real Wood Bat Madness. We got 2 Birch bats today. 40% of these bats are gonna be Birch, 60% are gonna be Maple. And today, we got the TA7 Victus Birch, and we got the Birdman Birch. These are both going to be 33s, really similar weights, pretty similar to like a 243 barrel, and they're going to have kind of these bell knobs where you actually have to hold them in a pretty specific way, as opposed to like a lot smaller knob like these guys over here. These are actually sort of meant for you to like almost choke up on. If you look at Tim Anderson, he kind of has his hand pretty high up on the bat, and with this, I can't like hang my pinky off like I normally would. This is a giant freaking knob, so I'm gonna have to choke up a little bit, a lot similar to something like Barry Bonds did back in the day. So let's check this out. Birdman Birch versus Victus Birch. Big shout out to our follower Mac Palmer for getting us this Birdman today. Let's get it, folks. We're out here with Oregon Duck catcher Jack Scanlon. Gonna be a fun one. All right, folks, we're back out here at PK Park, home of the Oregon Ducks. Huge thank you to the Oregon Duck baseball program and Tana Smith for getting us out here today. So let's check it out. We got the Tim Anderson 7 Birch. Let's see how it hangs against the Birdman. That's nice and loud. The first few times we hit with this, we actually weren't that huge of a fan, but we're breaking this thing in. I think we're finally holding it right, and this is starting to feel really good and really, really loud. From my understanding, these Victus Birch bats, you actually have to break in a lot as opposed as to getting them like pre-compressed when you get them in. All right, fellas, very special guest with us, catcher for the Oregon Ducks, Jack Scanlon out of Sloatsburg, New York. Guy's a stud. He actually chokes up on his bat, so I really wanted to have him for this video. At least he's going to be comfortable with this type of knob, whereas Trace and I, that's kind of fun. Happens like 3 times in the video. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is just a lot better than I remember it. Choking up on this really, really helps. I think that's the right way to handle this type of knob, and the wood is a lot harder after breaking it in. All right, folks, a loud, good showing from the Tim Anderson 7 there. Moving on to the Birdman. It's kind of weird. This is the only wood bat in this whole thing that doesn't actually list the turn model on it. Looks like a 243 though, I-13 kind of barrel, good big barrel. Gonna be end loaded, just has that crazy bell knob, so same thing. I'm gonna have to choke up. Gonna be a really similar comparison here. Let's see how it goes. This is broken in from one of our followers, Mackie P on Instagram. We'll give him a follow. Oh, also very good. Damn. Jesus. Stay fair. Come on, not quite. Ah, ground rule double, I'll take it. Very similar bats. Come on. All right, 2 of the most similar bats I've ever swung. I gotta give these a couple more shots. Both very good, both very good. Yep. Dude, this is so close. All right, what you got, Birdman? First of all, look at that weird ass logo. That's right off the end. That felt pretty good though.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Into the bullpen. I like this, bro. That's as far as I can hit it. Too hot. I'm good. All right, fellas, voting time. We got the Victus Tim Anderson 7, and we got the Birdman Birch. Both big knobs. Guys, I'll be honest, I was pretty optimistic about like choking up and hitting with these. I don't think any of us really liked it. Like every time I swung, the knob would just crash into my forearm right here. And like, I'm gonna have a freaking big bruise tomorrow. I didn't really like it. I don't feel like you were getting extended very well, but let's at the very least evaluate the wood here. I like the barrels, both good big barrels, but you guys got your votes ready?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll do a 3, 2, 1. We're gonna say Victus or Birdman on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, Birdman. Oh, we got a Victus, Birdman.
Oh, baby.
Damn, dude, I feel bad. Victuses are legit, but they have unfortunately gone into the Birdman onto the Elite 8. All right, Trace, you went with the Birdman today. What were you thinking, man? I know you didn't really like either of the knobs, but why'd you go with this one over that?
I just swung it better. I mean, that's really what it came down to. I have nothing against Victus and Tim Anderson at all. It just has to do with the flare. I mean,
it's a weird flare.
And
dude.
for me, it's flares and it's thick handle, so it's like a double negative. With here, at least I can get a little bit more whip.
Yeah.
The thing with the flare knobs, it's just built for a certain type of player, and that's the only difference, and that's why I personally don't like it, the flares. But I had to go with the Bay Area natives, Birdmans, with this round.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and like for me, I thought these were both like excellent cuts of birch. I thought this one felt a little more broken in, but really what it came down to was these both have big flared knobs where you have to choke up essentially. This just had a thinner handle where like you actually still got a little bit of leverage even though you were choking up. It felt really good. Hit really well with this guy. Honestly felt even a tad bit lighter, where this, just like Trey said, it's tapered, but it's a pretty thick handle, honestly, and I wasn't really loving it. If you're gonna do a bell knob, do a bell knob. It's like, it's too big of a knob to like really go all the way down on it, but like you don't really have an area to rest on if you're gonna choke up. So honestly, I just felt like it was kind of funky. A really good cut of wood though. All right, Jack, and people are gonna see on the Pac-12 network hitting nukes with the 34-inch, the goods, but out of these two 33-inch birch bats, why'd you like the Tim Anderson 7 today? Honestly, it was a close call, man.
But the biggest thing for me with the Birdman, it's a premature choke up, and I like to kind of have a, do my own with the Tim Anderson, which was nice. But both are great pieces of bats. But today I think I just hit better with the Tim Anderson. That's why I liked it.
Yeah, so because you like choking up on just like a regular knob,
right?
On like the goods, and where that's that's like choke up at your own will,
right?
Whereas that's like forcing you to choke up. So that makes sense, man. All right, fellas. Again, this is a gauntlet. Victus is 0-2 right now. But if you asked me who makes the best wood in the game, Victus would honestly be high in that conversation. But I'm telling you guys, this is all Goliath versus Goliath. A bunch of very, very good wood bat matchups here. Today, the Birdman Bell Knob Birch is gonna move on to face the Old Hickory Mike Trout. That's gonna be one tough matchup for the Birdman, but that is our first Elite 8 showdown, fellas. So next time you see us in part 3 of Wood Bat Madness, you're gonna see the Christian Yelich Maple against the Sam Bat SG2. It's gonna be a good one. All right, fellas, thanks for hanging out today. If you liked the video, we'd appreciate it if you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you wanna help support the Bat Bros, there's some ways down in the description below. And you can always check out Bat Bro merch over at baseballbatbros.com. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace out.